Hello everyone, Novian here, and we are back with One Piece, chapters 1172 to 1182. So we got 11 chapters here. Always good when I get to, a good sign when I read a bit more than usual. Um, I guess it's about a volume's worth. But a while there I was doing a bit less than 10, but yeah. Anyways, we're back into the action. The flashback's over. We got good old One Piece fights going on. We deal with okay. Before we get into the full thing, I want to say the download I had for I read so all the manga I read physically, but what I have a digital version I have downloaded in order to scroll through it quickly to try to jog my memory so I can say stuff for the video. Uh, but the download I had only went to like one's. It's I it, the download I had it was up to it's not up to date. So now I'm pulling up digitally through the Shonen Jump app, which isn't it's less convenient because I can't pull up. I have to like refresh the page between chapters. It's more of a pain. Uh, so that's not great. So I might be a bit behind, a bit slower this episode. Um, but basically, we kind of managed to deal with the children hostage situation. Although that's not, we kind of deal with it, but now it looks like they're going to do it again. Like, oh damn it! Um, it was really sweet seeing their parents, or loved ones, really, um, embrace them through the thorns, to save them, and then they got saved by Luffy. That was cool. And then we got to see. Oh man, we got to see the devil fruit of Thor. Thor's devil fruit. Like that's cool. He's like a very big dragon. It's so cool. It's so cool. Brooke has something going on with this like lady with the Holy Knights. I forget her name, but he calls her Shuri. Um, he does not like her. That's uh, but he like recognizes she loves music, so I guess I don't know. There's something going on here, and I know that we're going to get a flashback starting next chapter. That's why I expertly cut it off here at 1182 before the flashback. I don't know. I don't know if it's a long one or anything, but it'll kind of be weird to have two very long flashbacks in a row, basically. But you know, whatever we need, whatever we need to do to get to the to get the information we need. Um, but this could be a good moment for Brooke. Um, but it's too early to really say. It's too early. One more to say about Brooke. Okay, why? Whenever I go to a different chapter on the Shonen Jump app, it takes me out to full screen mode. This is so shitty. Okay, but look at that. That's so cool. Look at that. Hell yeah. He's so big. Well, I guess Luffy, well, if you look at Luffy for scale, I guess it's kind of felt a bit bigger. I don't know. If Luffy's like this size, then is he really that big? I don't know. I think he's big. I think Oda just drew Luffy big too. I don't know. It looks cool. That's that's my thoughts on the Devil Fruit Farm. Apparently, if a regular guy ate the Devil Fruit, then it would have the dragon form would have been not as big. I guess that makes sense. I wonder huh, if a giant ate the actually, I don't even. I was thinking about like Chopper's human form. Would that apply to? I guess that'd have to apply to most, or if not all, zone types, right? Because like, I imagine if like who's a good zone type user that comes to mind? The guy from in his lobby, the who has the giraffe fruit. Kaku? Was it right? Kaku? Imagine if he was a giant, but then when he ate the fruit, he went back into like the normal giraffe form, and it would have been you'd get smaller, basically. So I think this works how normal Dover fruits should work, but maybe I'm missing something here. Um, but yeah, with Luffy and uh, oh man, now it's lagging. What the? Oh no! See, this is why I'm like flipping through. I can't flip through quickly. It can't load fast enough. Damn it! Anyways, with Luffy and the gang, we kind of get everything going. Um, with the reversey thing, the dome reversey, we managed to get them back to normal. You have to kill them. So that's, I don't know. It felt a bit easy, but whatever. Um, it's not. It doesn't take. I guess it's not very intuitive. For someone battling them, that they have to kill them, but typically how I'm trying to say. Okay, when you're fighting a loved one that turned like an enemy through brainwashing, your first instinct is to not kill them. So it wouldn't it wouldn't be something that would happen immediately. And for a weakness in that situation, I think it's fine. But then Chopper comes in. He can turn the dumb reversey guys that are being brain controlled by Emu back to normal with only just like a touch. He doesn't need to kill you. He can just turn it back with a touch. Zoro suspects that this is because Chopper is such a good doctor, and Chopper likes this idea. But I don't know. My only guess is that it's because he has the human fruit. He can turn them back into humans. Although did Oda or did we do a thing where giants are different species, or they're just a different type of human? Like, if they call them giants, is it just like a mutated human, or is it just like a different species? Because if it's the latter, then that my idea would not work. I think. Um. Oh yeah, Sanji was able to break through the thorns with his damble jamble whatever damble thingy flaming foot. Um. He did that. Guess we should have known. Fire is super effective against grass. That is known, so that's why it worked against the grassy thorns. Yes, yes, yes. That's how it worked. Um, so we got the kids, and we were able to reverse the dome reversey, and with Nami's help, and well, not Zeus's help, Zeus's help. Love Nami. Uh, Nami and Zeus working together, were able to get a handle, try to get a handle at least on the fires that are spreading throughout Elbaph. So that's cool. That like owl guy that was working for the library, the library that was burning down, managed to save the books, although and now they're suspicious of. They don't really know what the owl thing is all about. So that's a that'll be something to go into later. um, but then Emu shows up. Emu's all mad that they were defeating his guys. And they're like, don't. The, the 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 five elders were like, don't go, Emu, don't go down. Even though they were worshiping him, Lord Emu, um, he decides to go. What a grand entrance! Like, look at this guy. He definitely has. I don't know. He has a Renegon. Kind of a messy design, I think, a bit. He has like, with his weird spots. He has like, huh? What do you call that? He has like a. I don't know. He's like a disease thing. He has like this eye pattern, skulls and everything. I don't know. This kind of looks weird. I'm not sure if I like it better than his older design, where he was just like a blob with like eyes. But they kind of suggest that he's weaker when he's down here instead of in Holy Marujola or whatever. Or maybe he just has like a passive. I don't. I don't know if it's like his actual power or if he takes like if it takes a toll on his body to be down here, or like why that happens to begin with. Like this is the final villain, right? This is the final villain of the series. I assume it has to be right. There's no room for another final villain. Although it kind of felt weird that like Blackbeard hasn't played a bigger role. I felt like he was going to play a bigger role since he has two devil fruits that are all very powerful. I don't know. We'll see what happens with Blackbeard later. Um, but yeah, Emo's here. He's wrecking people. He has um like this his what was he calling it? He took care of Sanji and Zoro real quickly. Um, what were they calling that power? I guess I'll have to go to the next chapter. I was on 180, and then I have to maximize the damn tab. Yes. He has a fight with Thor. Which was one of the reasons he came down here was because Thor's devil fruit. He was really concerned about that. It was Omen. Omen, that's his big power. He kind of manipulates the black flame thingy. Kind of like Sasuke's Amaterasu Mangekyo Sharingan stuff. Though his seems much more versatile. Kind of Emu's powers with blackness and whatever kind of reminds me a bit of Luffy's ability in Gear 5. It's just like a very versatile, and he can do a lot with it, like manipulating this black stuff, like he does here. Could be probably intentional. I would say probably intentional. Yes, his power is three powers. It looks like Omen, which is very versatile. Uh, and Corruption, which is it's the Omni reverse, Domi reverse or whatever that he did on the Elbaph guys and on rocks. Yes. Um, he also has covenants, which is what he did with Harold. Um, and he says these form the Trinity, what we call domination. Um, See, it looks like Thor's the one putting up the biggest um fight so far. But even then, he's kind of losing here. Um, but also Emu's kind of losing himself a bit. He like kind of like, isn't that right, Joy Boy? uh, that's kind of kind of a weird thing. Hmm. In the last chapter, 82, they're riding their Squirtle thing. I'm not sure what's going on with Squirtle. It's a cute squirrel, but like knows emu. I don't know. uh, he's cute. I'll give it that. uh, but yeah, and then he also emu revives the Holy Knights that were kind of defeated. Now they're trying to do the whole slave thing again. Uh, that can't be the full reason why Emu's coming here. It has to be for like a double fruit or something because I don't know. It kind of feels like like sure they wanted the slaves, they wanted Elbaph to be slaves, giant slaves, powerful giant slaves for the sake of whatever his goals are. I'm not sure what Emu's goals are. Can we establish what those are? Or should I know this? Should I know this by now? Ah, well, maybe we'll get that soon. Uh, but anyways, um, yeah, beforehand we defeated the imagination creatures, but now they're back. There's like a water one that's gonna take over, and then that's the end of 1182. So yeah, getting getting into a tough spot. It was looking good for us, and then now it's looking bad for us. But look, that happens in One Piece arcs sometimes. Sometimes it gets good, and then it gets bad, and then it gets good again, and then it stays good, or then we get bad, and then it gets good. Oh my god, 19 minutes. Well, I gotta end this. Oh, I'll see you guys later. Bye.